Hey, what's up zombies internet? My name is the last Gambit and welcome to a brand new opinionated and a topical video about Call of Duty Zombies right here, right now. And in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you why, in my own personal opinion, and I'll pronounce it even more, personal opinion, why I think that Treyarch and Activision should really abandon the Call of Duty Zombies Chaos storyline in the future or in this year's Black Ops 5 or Black Ops reboot. So, before we get into that, I want to tell you guys, everyone, thanks for the incredible support. It means a lot. We're one subscriber away from 30 subscribers, and that's already insane to me. The fact that I got the 30 subscribers, especially on today's YouTube and today's YouTube algorithm, it's pretty insane, and I think I'm doing well for myself. I'm definitely doing better than like a lot of unfortunate channels that are even way smaller and they really can't get a viewership. And I just want to say I'm grateful for everything, and if you guys love to support me, click that like and subscribe and turn on notifications to join the notification squad, and subscribe of course to join the Zombies Internet Army. We're growing, we're 30 people in, biggest army in the world, baby. PewDiePie, eat your heart out. Anyway, so why is Chaos storyline not a good future for zombies? Well, let's begin with the facts that we have currently. There was a quartering call between like the executives and everyone at Activision and stuff, and we got confirmation that we are getting a Call of Duty 2020. We are getting a Call of Duty this year, as it was shaded by Charlie Intel. And if you want to look anything up, they will be in the description below of this video. So if you want to look any of these facts up, they're all down below. And I mostly got them from Twitter and Charlie Intel, so just follow Charlie Intel on Twitter. They post everything daily. And then we also know that Treyarch will be spearheading and the main developers of Call of Duty 2020, as we know that Raven Software and Sledgehammer Games had an unfortunate falling out during the development of this game. So Treyarch has like a year or two to reboot the entire franchise, and that's why we didn't get an actual new content update in a while for Black Ops 4, and I'm somehow really doubtful that we're actually gonna get a content drop in Black Ops 4 in general. I mean, we still have that last contraband stream or battle pass on Black Ops 4 that will never change. So what are we talking about right here? Well, we're talking about why in this game since it's developed by Treyarch, I'm guessing it's gonna have that signature fan favorite Treyarch Zombies, that thing that started and really keeping my channel here. Why they should really dump that storyline, the Chaos storyline, not like Ether. That's what I want them to continue. So let's begin with the simple fact of the characters. Still only remember Diego. I'm literally I'm not even looking up their name, I'm just going by head, actually, and just like Scarlet and Diego, and those are all the characters I remember. And I'm pretty sure I remember Scarlet because she's the only female in the group. The storyline attempts to set up that we're gonna get like this epic story with a lot of lore and depth. But here's the thing with the Ether and the Chaos story. The Ether story grew with the player base. At first, there was no such thing as an Ether storyline. It was just a little nice niche little co-op survival mode with couple of references thrown to this mysterious element 115, and that's what all of the Easter eggs and all of the theories back then were all about. There was no Apothecans, there was no Dr. Monty, there was no Shadow Man, there was no Margwas, there wasn't anything, just you, zombies, and this zombie and wonder weapon creator thing, element 115. But Chaos storyline decides to hold your hand from the beginning of the storyline. It throws you into this new universe, this new world, these new characters, and it just pushes all this information. Let's go look at the details. At launch of Black Ops 4 Zombies, we had 9 and Voyage of Despair. They literally overwhelm you. And if we're not counting the classified, if you never bought the Black Ops Pass, you'll be getting like 2 Chaos map and 1 Ether map. And you expect to, solve all the Easter eggs and get all the references right away. And I started to think that Treyarch didn't understand that we were brought into this new world. We were just dropped in for the first time. It is a new universe they're establishing within the Zombies universe. But they're forgetting that we did not follow this storyline at all. We never followed this storyline. This is our first introduction to it. You can't treat the Easter egg of like, let's say 9 to an Easter egg from Let's go with Revelations, for example, because that was already very far into the Ether storyline. And over here is just literally the first map. Well, technically, the Voyage of the Spirit, the first map, but you get what I'm saying. And the characters, which is the main plot point, this first topic here, is that the characters are not interesting. They attempt to go to this creative and unique aspect with the characters, that they're serving as different types of stereotypes instead of national based stereotypes, but it just falls completely flat on its face. Nobody cares about Diego or Scarlet or the problems with her father, and that's far as I know into the Chaos storyline how it goes and the cult and everything. They're just uninteresting characters. Like there's the big brute, there's Scarlet who's the leader, and I'm guessing the main plotline revolves around her, but I'm not quite sure. And then we have the Shaw dude. Oh, I remember his name. He doesn't even get a character. He's pretty much a knockoff of Richtofen. Literally a knockoff of Richtofen. And you can fight me on that. You can fight me on that right now. And like, I completely forgot the fourth character. I guess that's how much he's actually forgettable. The characters are not interesting, and they do not have interesting stories to be told, and we had like a couple of maps with them and they didn't grow anywhere. And then also the Dead of the Night crew, that was completely random and nobody cared about them. They weren't even interesting, even worse than the actual Chaos crew. Like, we actually had character arcs with our fan favorites in the ether. We can take one character and point to them that we like them. Heck, people are making parody accounts on Twitter pretending to be them. By the way, shout out to Takio's Twitter account. He's awesome. And then we have like the other thing. The storyline. The storyline. If I asked you right now, and you're just an average player. Let's go, you're an average player who enjoys zombies, gets a couple of references here and there, but doesn't really play the Easter eggs. And you played an ether map and some ether maps and some chaos map. What do you get from knowing ether? You probably understand, oh, they're using these wonder weapons and the zombies are created from L1115. There's these Nova 6 gas creatures. These characters are stereotyped, but they're fun and interesting, and they're setting it mostly in World War II era type things. Now, what do you get from Chaos? Interdimensional, I think, travel, witches, lot of bosses, I don't know, they're there, and Exactly. By the way, this is not actually accurate to any 100% conversation, but it is mostly perceived this way by a lot of people in the zombies community, because Treyarch decided to go with the chaos storyline of overwhelming us with so much information that you at the end, if you're not a hardcore fan who follows every single minor detail in the lore, you literally won't understand what the heck is going on, and you'll probably even think it's part of the Ether storyline, which also dents the Ether storyline, because these average player will think, wow, this storyline is also very dumb. I was just killing zombies with this element 115 and these Nazi scientists. Now I'm fighting a mammoth in a gladiator arena. Okay. There was no natural progression. First, there was no wanting from the community for this storyline. Treyarch just decided to experiment. I'm glad that they're experimenting. They're trying to give us something new, something fresh. Maybe, hopefully, we do get another zombies storyline in a different universe, but just handled properly. I'm hoping for that, either to be in Black Ops 5 reboot, or whatever, or we get a rebooted Ether storyline. This time, since we understand these characters and we have been following them for years, they can reboot the storyline and they can drop us in the middle of it with so many Easter eggs, with so many references, and people will understand because they have been following it for a long time now. That's like my biggest gripe with the Chaos storyline. It doesn't give you interesting characters, it overwhelms you with information, and it just goes in completely random directions that the storyline by its third map, Dead of the Night, loses all sense of logic, and you're still wondering, how did we end up in a gladiator arena back on that one map, which is the actually only good map. Also, another part is the gameplay. The gameplay of these maps again falls into the same storyline. It's overcomplicated, and that's just the issue of Black Ops 4's engine, and just like the Black Ops 4 gameplay in general in the zombies aspect. It's overcomplicated. There's, especially on the Chaos map, there's way too many different boss fights and bosses, mini bosses. And the Easter eggs are a lot of time, especially like Voyage of Despair and Dead of the Night. They are difficult maps by nature, and plus the Easter eggs are even more tedious and not interesting, and sometimes they go in a completely random direction that actually has no sense or purpose within the actual storyline or the theme of the map. And like, the maps are also quite bad. I don't like Dead of the Night. I don't like Voyage of Despair. I enjoy 9 and it's the most simple map out there. But the problem is you only have one simple map out of these like 3 or 4 Chaos maps that we already have, and they're overcomplicated to the very difficult point. A lot of people started the Ether zombies with something simple and easy to understand, like Nacht der Toten or Kino der Toten, etc., etc., etc. That's why I think that Call of Duty Zombie storyline should drop Chaos, continue Ether, and or reboot Ether completely. Heck, maybe set us in the Ether universe, give us brand new characters, but make them interesting and give them actual character. That's what Treyarch needs to do, in my personal opinion, if they want to continue with very successful zombies, because Black Ops 4 Zombies is not the highlight of Treyarch's career with zombies and the co-op mode. And for years they kept a great streak with World at War great. Black Ops 1 Zombies great, Black Ops 2 Zombies, they pulled it out in the end. Black Ops 3 Zombies amazing, and Black Ops 4 Zombies, it was worse than Black Ops 2 and it never pulled out. That's what she said. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Your support would mean a lot, as well as share this video with your friends, family, dog, maybe the other zombies community. Let's get this engagement going. We will disagree. That's the point of this discussion. We can have many discussions in the comment section below. I'll be sure to read all of your comments, support it, maybe give you your takes, your cold and hot takes, and I'll give you mine, and we can have a great discussion and talk, and no one will ever be toxic down there. And of course, subscribe to join the Zombies Internet community, as well as turn on notifications so you can be like notified and stuff. You know how this goes by now. I don't need to explain that again. Follow me on social media, links in the description, Twitter, Instagram, and Steam, Discord server. I haven't even begun setting that up. I apologize. I will eventually. And I have a different type of series that I'm actually planning to start in this channel, so I'll see if you guys will enjoy it. I'm the last Gambit. Bye!